People think that entrepreneurship is all about the business.
That's not true. Absolutely not true. Once you know yourself, who you are, what do you want, what you already know within yourself, you will definitely be successful. That I guarantee you.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Personal Development for Entrepreneurs. I'm here today with my good friend and mentor, Dr. Venga. Today we're going to talk about something I think that hits hard for many of us in the information and digital world, and that is the power of focus. I think it's a subject that's been discussed a lot, that it's becoming increasingly difficult to focus at work, as the amount of distraction, especially the mobile phone, which has become a little bit of a supercomputer in our palm, grows in applications, and the tangled web of social media starts to creep upon us. And I was just having a pre-discussion with Dr. Venga before we started. He told me something very interesting. He's never distracted at work. So this is something which I think it can help everyone become super productive if you can take away distractions in your life and focus at what you are doing. And who else better to share this than Dr. Venga with us tonight? Good evening, Dr. Venga.
Good evening, Ikram. Good evening. Let's see how we can deal with this subject. It's not an easy subject, Ikram. It's not an easy subject because you must understand this. And I think the listeners should also understand this. Distraction has been there ever since we became human. And that is a fact, okay? The fact is that when we became human, from the cave, we went out looking for food. We were distracted by animals that could eat you up, by things that you could be distracted and eat the wrong thing and you can die. There were distraction. And that distraction that happened as a caveman, I don't know how many billion years ago, Ikram, we have come this far, no? To say that civilization was 40, 50,000 years, we are talking without any factual evidence. We don't know. But we have been developing. What is it that is developing? The human body is developing. And the main thing that is developing is the neurocortex, the frontal lobe, the neurons. All those are becoming more and more. It's really becoming more. But these are things that is happening to us as the human evolution takes place. And if we do not have more distraction, we have the same amount of distraction. But it's just that as a caveman, he did not learn how to manage distraction. He focused himself, or he or she focused himself or herself to get what she or he wanted, such as food, such as hunt for animals. He was focusing on that. But in today's world, we are looking for not just food and sex. We are looking for many other things. You don't call that distraction. It's just that you have created, you want, because you as a developed human being are comparing yourself with other people. If somebody has 2 cars, I also want to have 2 cars. If somebody have a condominium and landed property, I also want the same. It's a comparison.
Yeah.
And let me at the start tell you this, no? I started to work around this for 1 over week now, trying to And you know what? I have this formula: 80, 17, and 3. 80%, 17%, and 3%. 80% of the population of this universe, or this world, sorry, okay, of 8 billion people, 80% of them want to be distracted because of their limbic system they have developed, and their neurocortex, which is also developed. They just have to be distracted. They don't know how to manage that. This is a fact. A fact which all electronic companies selling a handphone to all sorts of gadgets have made use of. The more distracted they are, the better for our business. That's why they're collecting all data, what you like, what you don't like, why you do this. Then they put it together and sell you a product. This 80%. 80% of our population wants to be distracted. There's nothing you can do with them. 17% try from time to time. From time to time. Only, meaning sometimes they want to be distracted, they do not manage it, sometimes they do. This is what happens, 17%. Only 3% of the population, okay, only 3% are completely in control of distraction and focus what they want. Now, Ikram, how much is 3% of a 300 million?
3% of 300 million. You're looking at about 9 million.
Okay. Ikram, that is the amount of population that rules America. Disagree with me. 3%. In our country, we have 30 million. How much is that?
You're talking about 9%, right?
3%
3%.
of 30 million.
3% of 30 million. 1% is 3 million. No, 1% is 300,000. You're looking at 900,000.
Exactly. 1 million people in Malaysia are the one that is running this country of 30 million. Would you agree with me?
Yep.
Exactly. And you are one of them too. You are one of them. Yes or not?
Yep. In the 1%?
In the 3%, you're one of them.
3%.
Yes.
I don't know if I am, but thank you for thinking I am.
You are. But you get distracted from time to time, which you need. But you are in total control. You see, one thing is that, like you realize, Ikram, that distraction is not something that happens outside. It's inside. We distract ourselves because we want to be distracted.
Mm-hmm.
The 3% knows when they want to be distracted, when they don't want to be distracted, when they want to be focused, and when to get things done. That is because they begin to control their limbic system, their it's a whole complex thing. No? They control it, not control it, manage it. No? You cannot say there is not a single human being in this entire world that is not distracted by himself. Of course he's distracted. He is, but he manages it reasonably well. Now, My view is like that, Ikram. Or at the start, let me say this, when I was 19, 20 years old, okay, I created this formula called write, process, goals as a second thing. One, write, second, process, goal, and the third one, review. These three things, nothing in this world can distract me from doing these three things every single day. Write what I have to do. If I have a process, I want to set a goal for each of the process. I develop a process and put up a goal of what I want to achieve, and then translate that into a goal to achieve the total process. It's called process, goal to achieve process, and goal to achieve what I want, which I do every day. And thirdly, most importantly, I review everything. At my age of 83, Ikram, I sit and review myself to ask myself a very simple question. Was I happy with what I did? And the answer is, you can do better. Then I sit down and say, where can I do better? It is either in the planning process, or in the execution process, or actually doing it process. That's a three, nothing more. And if I focus on that and get it done, and that's why at 83, I can still talk to you. You're only 40 years old. I'm twice your age. Correct or not?
Yep.
You should be the one doing this program, and I should be the one listening. But that's it. So 80, 17, and 3. Where can we give the help? We can give a lot of help to the 17% by introducing this simple tool, right? Process, goal, and review. The excellence of review, Ikram, you know it. You are who you are today is because of the review process. You do it every single day. No? And I can see that in the 2 years that I've talked to people online like this, every single one of them, Ikram. Okay, they may not be as good as you, but some of them are quite good. Some of them are still going there because, again, the distraction, the focusing is lacking. And those who succeed, Ikram, are people who focus what they want to get at. To understand this word focus, I would like you to show. I will send you, I would, can you please put up that my August, today's activities have.
Yep, I've just put it up on the screen here, 3rd August.
Okay, look at it. Look at it. Every single thing that I want to do for today, it's already 8 o'clock tonight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Every single thing that I want to do from 6 o'clock in the morning to 10 o'clock at night, it's there. How can I can I lose focus or not, Ikram? Look at it. Can I lose focus?
No, it's tough not to.
It's
tough to lose. It's tough to lose focus.
Why?
And you have it this well planned, because every hour has been planned and you know exactly what you need to do.
Notice in the daily schedule, the hours are divided into 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 minutes. Okay, and from starting at 2 o'clock, I have filled it up with things that I have done. You see that? So I just want to mention. So the tools are simple, right? Process, goal, okay, and review. When you review, you are asking yourself, can I do better? Can I do better in whatever? Either it's a phone call, or talking to my wife, talking to whatever I'm doing. Can I do better? What do you think should the answer be, Lana? Will be all the time.
Can do better.
Yeah, exactly. We are human, right?
Yeah.
Why do you say you can do better? This thing has grown from what it was to what it is now, from a caveman till now. You know, our neurocortex, we don't know the size of early human. We know the shape of the head. Okay, we don't know the size of the neurocortex, the limbic system. We don't know exactly, because we have not found a brain of a caveman yet.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully they'll find one in India, no? Hopefully. Anyway, leave it for the future. But you see, Ikram, it is important. That is, that this entire mind we call, which we don't even know what the hell we are talking about, mind, is not here. This is the processing center. This eye, this ear, this nostrils, this mouth, and this hand. This is your camera or your sensory object. The moment it sees, boom, it goes in, and then it processes, boom, it sends out the information. To where? The storage, which is the body. The whole entire body consists of a mind completely. And they have their own intelligence. You know, Ikram, they are saying that the stomach has an intelligence by itself. Yes or not?
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, what I'm saying is, because we are, all the thing that we are talking is wrong. Nothing can distract you. You allow that distraction to take place. I went to an office the other day, Ikram, and there are two partners. One partner is a civil engineer. The other partner is not, but he's the one that partnered because he has got other skills. Now, the educated partner has an office. They have moved into an office, an open space like that. In order to save money, they didn't do partition. I whispered to him, your productivity must have dropped from where you were before. Where he was before was in small 100, 10 feet by 10 feet rooms. He had a whole block of these shop lots he's taken up. But now he's in a big floor. It's open space. And he said to me, yes, you're right. It has dropped. I have to find a way. I said, no need to find a way. Just go and do partition. About 6 feet partition. As long as a person is not distracted by who's walking around, what is happening, his productivity will improve. A simple advice like that. Ikram, he has been talking to his partner who's not clever fella to make business, but don't have the idea of human intelligence, because the human need to control this distraction. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yep. It's very interesting because everyone talks about open office plans and open layouts, and it's supposed to improve communication, but we don't, like what you're saying is, we don't realize it's actually also increased distraction.
Yes. Ikram, in all my life, I saw that in America. I saw that in Japan. I saw that in developing countries. I never approve it. And you know what? I just did the opposite, because I saw the company that employed me, okay, in that country where I was employed, everyone had a cubicle for him to work. And they were very productive. They were. In fact, studies showed that in the 8 hours they're supposed to work, their productivity was measured. And they were very productive. So wherever I went in the world, okay, I made sure there were no people work without distraction, except people in the field. They have to go out in the field. They are distracted. So, Ikram, I made sure we employed people who were very well developed mentally, that they know that they are not distracted at work time, that they can produce the result. So I have tools which I've developed, tools like the B Planner, okay, to make sure that between what they have to do and what they did is measurable. Okay, and these are checked. At the start of the month, they are checked. What are you supposed to do? You must give me a monthly plan of where you are going, who you are seeing. Give me a full plan. And it is measured with your daily schedule. Did you do exactly what you planned for? If you deviated, why? Tell me. Oh, you know, people say, oh, you're controlling people. Hey, you want to believe what you want to believe. I just want to know what you are doing. Mm-hmm. If it is my responsibility to pay you a wage, I need your responsibility to tell me what you have done. I'm not even measuring your result yet, which I will measure at the end of the month on a daily basis. Now, all these tools are available. But Ikram, understand, as a human, this distraction is there. But distraction is not from outside, it's inside. Your handphone is a tool, right? Can you shut it off?
Yes, you can.
But you want the notification, isn't it? You want this device, which is a dumb device, to tell you, hey, I want to send you a message. You know, Ikram, the amount of messages I get, your phone is turned off. No, turn on the notification from YouTube to I don't know what else. But you know what? I never, ever pay attention to it. Have I missed anything in life? I never read a newspaper. Why? Distraction. How do you know the news? What do I need to know? They are all talking rubbish. Few people are doing and getting things done. Focus on that. Forget about all this listening to the parliament. What the bloody hell? Every 5 years or 4 years, once I go and vote, put my vote, and then I forget about it. If I'm not happy, I write a letter to the ministry. I write, sit down and write a letter. I said, this is what's happening in my area, blah, 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 blah. And then about 2-3 weeks later, I see one motorcycle coming, blah, 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 and I see some things being done. Yeah. So why am I bothered with that? See, we are bothered with things which is not productive to us. You agree or not, Ikram?
Yes.
Why are we like that? Why?
I think you mentioned the first earlier. It's because we want to be distracted.
Exactly.
The majority of us, at least.
Yeah, because why? We don't know how to handle this developed human, which is what the Western world has used it to the maximum, to take the wealth from the East and move it to the West. Until now, when the East have become a little better, understand that, hey, spiritual development is not good enough. You have to also take care of the economical development of the people of your country. Yes, I have 10 houses as a politician. I own 25 billion, yes. But my children will ruin it within 1 or 2 years. I have to spread it among the population. It's awakening. It's not there yet. It's slowly, slowly awakening. Look at Indonesia, the silent Indonesian. What it was 10 years ago, what it was 20 years ago. How did they achieve that? By just concentrating on what needs to be done and do it. This recent Ukrainian war, many countries ban export, right?
Yeah.
Why? Why? Because they want to protect their own population. Even Malaysia, no?
Mhm.
Palm oil export, okay? Chicken export, you know that, huh?
Yeah.
So that means we are using whatever we have to think through. What are we doing? We also learned in this 2 years, we have also learned that you must pay attention to the future. Extremely important. That's why I tell people, you don't want to be distracted. You want to focus, plan 1 month. The current month, August, September, October, November, 3 months. 1 plus 3. I've been talking about this. Plan 1 month, plan 3 months. So 4. Why? Why? 120 days. Why? You are in August. You go to November and start to plan out what you want to do. Are you entering the future?
Yes.
And then you come back to present. You never go past, always present. You go to October, you do something. Okay, you think about what you want to do, blah, blah, blah. You are entering the future, and then you come back to the current. Because we are always in the future. And this damn limbic system, the neurocortex, all is about the future, which is what we can't handle, Ikram. We can handle the past very well. If I ask you, Ikram, 10 years ago, what happened to you? You can tell me stories, right?
Yep.
But if I tell you 5 years from today, where will you be? What do you want to do? What will you be doing? You have a little difficulty, right? Because you have not thought about it. Suppose you sit down and think about 2023 and start to, are you going into the future?
Yes.
And if you are planning for the future, will you be distracted?
No.
No, you will not. So that's why people develop business plan, strategic plan, all big words. But all I'm saying, Ikram, not 80% of the population of this world, they want to be distracted because that's the only way they can survive.
Mm-hmm. It's sort of like an escapism, right? It's difficult to do what's necessary for the future. It's a lot easier to just stay distracted. And
that's right. That's right. That's right. And we love that comfort zone. We love to stay there and look around what's happening there. We want to be distracted. And guess what? You go out into the supermarket. Okay, some women dress. Do they want to distract you or not? Do they distract you or not?
Sometimes, yes.
Of course. Even me, of course. But they want to distract you. Why do they want to distract you? Just for you to see them. They put products in the shelf, distract you. They sell a computer, they put a naked woman in front of the computer. Why? Or semi-naked women. Why? Why?
Attention.
Draw your attention to that. So everything is done in this world to distract you. So is it easy, Vikram?
No, it's not.
It's not easy. It's a lot. One thing I must tell you, if you do not sleep well, Ikram, if you don't sleep well, in other words, between 7 to 8 hours, 7 to 8 hours of sleep, deep sleep, at least 5-6 hours of deep sleep, you will be distracted throughout the day. And do you know why? Because I'm going to use a 4-letter word. I hope you don't mind. All the shit that is inside the brain have not been removed yet. No? Yes.
Yeah.
It has to repair all the chemical, the sense that you were tired, you were stressed, you were this, you were that. All that must be totally cleaned out. Then you wake up. You must have experienced that.
There are studies that have shown if you don't get enough sleep, it is worse than being drunk in terms of your ability to perform at work. I think, if I'm not mistaken, even your IQ drops by a few points.
Yes, Ikram, absolutely. Not that you have become less intelligent, but at the moment, your neurons are not in a position to help you. They get distracted because they don't have that ability to calm down. One of the things that you will hear constantly people tell you, meditate. Close your eyes and calm down. What meditation do to you is not only close your eyes, it also shuts your ear, except for the breath that goes in and out. The mouth is totally shut. Your feeling all is attached to your hand. Whatever happened is to calm yourself down. And that will prevent distraction. That's why people went to the mountain or lonely places. They have these meditation schools all up in the jungle and all that, right? Why? Distract you away. But the reality is like that, like you return to the city again, no? So in the city, you must learn how to avoid this distraction, how to be effective, how to perform. It's up to you. It's all inside you. The question is, do you want to do it or not?
Yeah. Venga, we have a few more minutes. So we have to wrap up. But let me just recap what we've spoken about in the last 40 minutes. So first, you've mentioned that in order to pull yourself out from distractions, you need to write, have a goal, and review yourself on a daily basis, which then puts you in forward planning mode, means you're planning for the future. And you recommend people plan for 3 months ahead. So you're constantly looking into the future and staying in the present, which essentially keeps you focused. Then we also spoke about getting enough sleep, which is a key to being very focused. And you've spoken about meditation, which helps with focus. Do you want to wrap it up now with a summary?
Okay. The thing is, sister, you cannot live a life without stress. Okay. You cannot live a life without stress. Therefore, the distraction that you want to be must be something that you like. As an example, you like music. So when get distracted by that music to listen, calm yourself down. You can do that. Or you like to read to relax. Do that reading. Don't make your reading a forced thing, something that you like something that you develop. Like that. There are many other things that you can actually develop to take you away for a moment. You can watch a television too, no issue. I'm not saying now put your blinkers on and work until death. No, I'm not saying that. you must know yourself. Lah. You have to discover that yourself. No books can tell you. Okay? Like you have a daughter. Okay? Once in a while, it's good for her to distract you. Correct or not?
Yeah. Yeah.
She distracts you away, right?
Yeah.
Okay? And you have a wife in which you have talk, maybe a way of discussion, whatever. That also is a form of a distraction.
Mm-hmm.
You should try to balance it. So in total of the 16 hours a day awake time, from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m., that's 16 hours, of which divided into 3 parts. 8 hours you work, 8 hours you spend for yourself. Okay? And the 8 hours, what do you do? You sleep, right?
Sleep.
8 times 3, 24 what? Huh?
Correct.
8 times 3, 24, right? 24 hours, right? So you got 16 hours. This 16 hours, you must then make time for yourself and for your family and work time. So you have 2 time: work time, family time, and yourself time.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Dr. Venga. This has been quite helpful. To our listeners, I hope that this has been helpful for you. If you've got any questions, just put them down in the comment section below and we'll answer them as soon as possible. Our next personal development for entrepreneurs is happening on the 7th of September. That's the first Wednesday of the month at 8 p.m. as usual. Till then, have a great night and have a productive future.
Good night, Ikram. Thank you very much.